What's happening, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So today I have a bit of a pain in the ass topic for you concerning my turbo. So a little backstory. This has been happening for weeks. I don't drive the car that much. I mainly for the summer I've been just taking it to shows. So I drive the car literally once a week. I just take it to the gym with me. You know, I just help the fuel and stuff circulate, stuff like that. And so like I'd have the car warming up right here. I'd take it about, I'd say about 1.5 miles where there's like a stoplight. Once I get to the light, I always notice like right around here on the hood, right at the location of where the turbo is located, you'll see a little bit of smoke. Not a lot, just a little bit, just a faint little bit of smoke. And I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is that? So I kind of psyched myself out saying, all right, it's probably the turbo blanket since, you know, I haven't driven it in so long. But I knew it wasn't. So anyway, last week was the last straw. And once it did it again, and the crazy thing is it'll just do it sporadically, not all the time. So at that light, you'll see it smoking. By the time I get to the gym, let the car idle down, nothing. So I'm like, all right. I pulled the, when I got home, pulled into the driveway, left the car running. I don't know, I might have a clip of it. I'll put it up on the side. It's like a slight hissing noise. Feel a little smoke coming out from down there. But left it in the driveway and I put my ear right here close to the turbo and you hear like a hissing noise. Like pressure was being relieved. And I'm like, okay, well that kind of sucks. And then obviously in here, it's so damn tight. Everything is so tight in here, okay? Where that line is, where that heat shroud is under there, that's where the that up pipe is, okay? I took some pictures, I wiped it off already, but there was a little bit of like residue like that for the like splashes of coolant. And the smell of it, obviously, that's what I thought. So what I did was I had to try to fit my hand in there somehow and get down there to that clamp. It's right under the banjo bolt, okay? Right under that banjo bolt, there's a little clamp. Somewhere right over here, it's under there. There's a little clamp under there. So I tried tightening that bad boy up and the noise lessened. So I said, all right, let me give it a little smidge more. Cause the clamp was loose. A little smidge more, and guess what happened? Clamp got loose. So the clamp ended up getting rounded. The clamp was weak. And now I had to, you know, take out the hose. So I had to take off this elbow right here. I left this portion on, take off the elbow. And I'll put up a picture on the side. The hose, literally, that heater hose, literally lost its, you know, structural integrity. Bunch of cracks on it. And I think like the clamp was just pretty much holding that thing in together. But it had a bit of a leak. So, but nothing like a crazy leak. But also, over time, I noticed in here, if you notice, there's no air pocket in here whatsoever. What ended up happening, how I knew I was losing coolant, especially more and more, was I started to see a big air pocket right in here. And that's how I knew I had air in my system, because guess what? Pressure was being relieved from that line, that coolant line running to the turbo. And obviously I could smell it. So I knew I was losing something. It was slow, but sure. So I ended up pulling the whole thing out. Let me tell you, man, my back hurt so much. It took me so long because I didn't want to take out the banjo bolt that the line is directly connected to, but I ended up having to take it out anyway. Now I know a very simple way how to do it, okay? And it's taking me a while, but I end up getting like a 1/2-inch heater hose and new clamps and everything, and I put it back in. And there's also 2 copper washers on that banjo bolt. I end up reusing it. I had extra ones just in case, but I ended up reusing the same ones and it worked fine, didn't leak. So I got lucky with that. So what I did was, that was a temporary fix. So I, you know, that money that I spent on that hose, which wasn't that much, I got it at AutoZone. But anyway, this one here I got on Amazon. This is a 3-ply, look at that, 3-ply silicone hose. That heater hose can handle about 60 pounds of pressure. This can handle 100+ pounds of pressure. This thing, and this, you could feel the makeup of this thing is freaking super thick, and it can handle a lot more heat as well. So I'm still gonna have my, you know, heat shroud around it. This is a Velcro heat shroud. This thing comes in handy. It looks like this. So, but other than that, I'm gonna just time lapse everything. I'm about to install this bad boy here real quick. So my back is about to hurt again. So let's go. All right guys, so pretty much I got it in. The hardest part of this is getting the banjo bolt back in without dropping that copper washer. Good thing is I actually have a set. I'll link it in the description. And the one thing that's messed up is the heat shroud that I got. It's slightly, it's a little too small, because this pipe, the silicone heater hose, it's a 3-ply, so it's really strong and it's a bit thicker. So I actually I just got to get a bigger size of heat sleeve, and that'll be it. So I'm straight with that. But right now what I'm doing is, if you can look right here, you'll see I'm burping the system right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put up a video with that. Of how it looks and whatnot. I do have a video with that, with the spill-proof kit, and you can see all the bubbles that get projected from the system right over here. That's definitely what you want to do. All right guys, so as I was saying, all these bubbles that you're seeing over here, that has to make its way through the lines and out of here. Okay, so let the car idle, put on the heat, turn on the heat on the highest setting, turn on the fan on the highest setting. Okay, and once it gets up to operating temperature, increase the idle, increase the rev on it, and you'll see the coolant start getting sucked down. The bubbles are gonna, everything is gonna start circulating, and you're gonna see a lot of bubbles out of here. Also, a good thing to do is definitely massage the lines as you go on. Squeeze the lines in order to get any excess air out of the system. You don't want any air in a system, guys. Air is the enemy in a cooling system, because you're gonna crack the block. That's the reason why this is probably the most important part of this entire thing. Forget about changing the line, but burping your system. It's very important. All right? All right guys, so there's hardly any type of bubbles flowing through here now. Okay, as you can see the difference. Over here, there's just one or two, couple pops, but nothing serious. I'm gonna go give it another rev. Okay, but the main thing is, got my light over here. Main thing is we got no leaks in the system. See where that banjo bolt is right there? Look at the line down there. There's nothing leaking on the line or anything like that. Yeah, we all good. We are all good. Looking at that bottom clamp, we're good. Everything is good. I just got to put the turbo blanket on because this hot side is ridiculous. Matter of fact, I actually want to see how hot that is right now. All right, guys, so as you saw, I checked everything. I got no leaks. All I got to do is just put on the turbo blanket and finish this. No more bubbles popping out of here. No bubbles in here. Everything is straight. So now, once I finish this, there's a couple more. Once I finish this, I'm going to let it run for another 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure there's nothing in the system. But I just want to show you something. And this is the reason why I opted to get that bigger, thicker 3-ply line. And they're not expensive, man. So this is my thermal heat gun right here. This is the compressor. That's the temperature right there of the hot side. And now this is at idle, 255 degrees. 255 degrees. If you leave that thing exposed, you're gonna start melting all your Vialoom, all of that stuff. So that's why a turbo blanket is a must. These compressor wheels can get up to anywhere like 1,000 degrees, a little bit more. That's Celsius. So that's around about 1,900 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot of freaking heat. That's a lot of heat. As you see, look at the difference again. Okay, 144. It's double. You know what I mean? It's almost double. The heat over here is double what this thing is. So that's bananas. You know what I mean? It's a hot day today. It's around 80 degrees, a little bit humid, but it's freaking it's hot. You see the glass about 180 degrees. That's the upper radiator hose. Yep, 181. So yeah. Alright, so guys, I'm running out of camera, but definitely I'm gonna have everything in the description. This is just a little side video. I know nobody really does this often and probably won't even film it, but I just wanted to put it on camera. So definitely like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. But as I said, I gotta get just bigger heat sleeve for the line, and that's really it. Alright guys, so I will talk to you guys soon.